It's a night better suited perhaps to be in a ski lodge somewhere, but we're at Coors Field in Colorado. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the American League's Houston Astros and the Colorado Rockies. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Miguel Gonzalez gets the call for game one of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Jose Altuve strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Houston, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1.
640.
The windup and the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Blackman is under it. 1 down. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, you get multiple runners on base, so you don't have to have the long ball in order to hang a crooked number on them. You need to avoid the double plays when they do get guys on.
Carlos Gomez will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
In there, no balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Matt, Darryl, he can have that moving strike zone at times. He calls a pretty good game overall, but I know people aren't always sure what he likes.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out. Now that we have a chance, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Carlos Correa will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And Gonzalez will make the catch, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Doug Fister, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
DJ LeMahieu comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Eric Karros, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last 2.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Three and 0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. This is line to left. Able to make the play is Gaddis, and that's the first out. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
First offering on its way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. On his way to second is Blackman. And he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a 1-out double.
7 straight games with a base hit now, and that's a solid week or so of swinging the bat with some authority.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Nolan Arenado will dig in now, and he's come through in many a situation like this, currently 4th in the National League RBI race.
Well, how about 9 RBIs over his last 10 games? Needless to say, he's one to watch out for in this one.
From the stretch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. takes this the other way to right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Yeah, not exactly the time to raise the warning flags just yet, but it's not often you'll see him give up 3 hits in the first inning. It's easy to sit here and say, maybe he doesn't have his best stuff, but it wouldn't surprise me at all to see him run off a string of 8 in a row either.
Into the box now, Ben Paulson drives it out to deep right center field. Back goes Gomez. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second.
Boy, the troubles are continuing to mount here in the first inning. It's been a disaster any way you look at it. 2-0 lead, maybe you can survive that. But with 2 more runners in scoring position again, this has a very real chance of getting ugly really quick.
Gerardo Parra will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. In there for strike 1. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Back to him, and that's off his leg. The runner does score from third, and let's hope he's going to be all right.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock the ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Jose Reyes will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Here it comes, 1-0. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Carlos Gomez, he's a Gold Glove winner out there in that outfield. Very entertaining to watch. Very demonstrative, very athletic, and can make plays that you don't see many outfielders make.
Tom Murphy stands in. The 8th man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And the run is in to score from third. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
And this latest double right here should be the one that finally chases this guy. I mean, he's pretty clearly not right out there. And I would be absolutely shocked if they don't come out and hook him right now.
Into the box, Miguel Gonzalez. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Singleton is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. Second inning upcoming here in Denver. Colorado's out in front, 5-0. George Springer makes his way to the plate.
Leading off for the
He'll get us
Astros,
started here in the top of the second.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Now you have to figure he's going to be pretty relaxed out there on the mound. His guys struck for 5 runs in the first, and you know that's music to any starting pitcher's ears.
Hit hard towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
A story of the ball game right there, and that's how it goes sometimes in baseball. The hard hit balls find gloves, and the little dribblers find holes.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Evan Gattis now standing in. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. DJ LeMahieu will start things off in the home second, and they got to be licking their chops after that first inning output.
Yeah, and I think if you're a guy getting your second at-bat of the game and it's only the second inning, you know things are going pretty well.
To third. Valbuena's got it. And taken in out there for the first out.
The center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Charlie Blackmon strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gattis is under this one. And there's the second out of the inning.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in, the right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Springer has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Jason Castro will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
First pitch on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting 8th, the first baseman, number 22, John Singleton.
John Singleton will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Doug Fister will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
On the ground to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Nolan Arenado digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Heading for second is Arenado. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And That's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Ben Paulson will stand in now with the runner at second following the leadoff double.
Yep, more hot water here to start the inning, and it's right back into that stretch again. And this is starting to become a theme for him.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. And here's a fastball called for strike one. For Arenado, that's now 7 doubles for him on the season. Comes set with the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
A runner at second, nobody out. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Gomez is there. 1 out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Left fielder number 8.
So with 1 gone, there's a look at the Rockies' upcoming schedule here on the show for the next 7 days. Make plans to be with us. Gerardo Parra stands in. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted the other way out to left center. Gomez giving chase. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Yeah, and even though this bounces over the wall, I don't think it would have made any difference one way or the other. I kind of doubt he would have been thinking about going for 3, and the runner was going to score anyway without a problem.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. High and deep to right center field. Gomez going back on it. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A 2-run home run for Jose Reyes as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but it's not the first hard hit ball, and it's looking like it might not be such a good night to be a pitcher.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And his arrival on the mound will signal the end for Doug Fister. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Dan Straley is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while.
The batter.
Standing in now, Tom Murphy. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Springer. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Miguel Gonzalez in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. 3 runs already home here. This is flared out towards second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
And with no DH, this is one area that you have to give the National League team a little bit of an advantage. And he comes through here with the base hit.
DJ LeMahieu will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. Gomez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in Denver. It's the Rockies 8 and the Astros nothing. Jose Altuve will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Fly ball out toward left center field. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th.
Up next for the Astros.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Here's Carlos Gomez, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Carlos Correa digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still 8-0. Charlie Blackmon is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Pulled toward right center field. Springer on the run. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 5, Carlos Gonzalez.
Carlos Gonzalez will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Ball 1. Pops this one up. Straley with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are 2 down.
The batter, number 20.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing and a liner. Foul. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Heading for second is Arenado. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
First baseman, number 10, Ben Paulson.
Ben Paulson will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. For Arenado, the double is his 8th of the season so far. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score. Make it 9-0. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Back-to-back doubles here, and maybe more damaging, back-to-back 2-out doubles are going to get him a run. It looked like this inning was under control, but that's the kind of quick strike ability that these guys have.
In is Gerardo Parra. Swing and a liner, but foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. 2 out here and a runner at second. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they just continue to pour it on here.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. As he swings and hits a line drive out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
Stepping in now, Tom Murphy, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. It looks like this is going to be one of those times.
And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner from first comes around to score.
That's a nice job here of cashing in with 2 outs. You could see they were shaded to pull, but he slices this ball the other way. Forces the outfielder to have to cover some ground fielding this thing, and as a result, that runner is going to come all the way around to score from first.
Miguel Gonzalez will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Another good inning for the Rockies, and Blake Street might be beckoning for one or two of this bunch. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. George Springer heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a drive out toward left center field. On his way to second is Springer. Around second, he'll try for third. And he'll make it in there safely as he starts out the fifth with a leadoff triple.
What a way to pick up your team's first hit of the ball game. They've been totally shut down to this point, but he makes great contact on this one, and he's going to wind up hustling all the way over to third with a triple.
Luis Valbuena comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Now the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The runner in scoring position with none out. Another one sent foul. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one did.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Blackman, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
You know, maybe he was trying to get just a little too cute there with 2 strikes, and this is going to wind up costing him a run. I think they're hoping to freeze him on a little backdoor breaking ball right there, but this one bites off way too much of the plate, and he gets hammered for an RBI double.
Evan Gaddis now standing in. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. The 0-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he sat on the curveball there, and he yanks this one out to left. This ball has plenty of carry to it, and it's going to clear the wall by plenty. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
The batter, number 15, catcher, Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hard hit at third. Arenado has it. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away.
The first baseman, number 22, John Singleton.
Into the box now, John Singleton. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Too low, 1-0.
Well, it seems like the first 4 innings he was great. Now he looks like a different guy out there.
Three runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
And you can't really say he's been dominant on the mound, but when he moves his pitches around, that's what makes him so effective. And this at-bat right here, it's a great example of what I'm talking about.
Franklin Gutierrez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher
Number
here.
21, Franklin Gutierrez.
first pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
1-0 pitch on the way. That's inside. 2-0. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
The 2-0 on the way. Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Struck him out, but the damage was done as the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rockies 12 and the Astros 3. Pat Neshek is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here.
Neshek.
DJ LeMahieu will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Springer coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Well, you don't expect a guy who's having a year like this guy is having to take an ugly hack like that.
Chopped in front of home plate. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 5, Carlos Gonzalez.
Carlos Gonzalez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And Gonzalez lays off as he goes to 2-1 now.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. On the ground up the middle. Backhanded. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Jose Altuve will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, here's a little trivia for you, Matt. On May 1st of 2012, Jose Altuve faced Mets pitcher John Roush, who's 6 feet 11 inches tall. The 1.5-foot height differential is said to be the most in MLB history between a pitcher and batter.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way.
Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Here's Carlos Gomez as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either, but when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Carlos Correa will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
George Springer steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And if he can get through this inning, I have a feeling they'd be happy to take the 6 strong and leave it at that.
Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So after the 3-spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Rockies are out in front, 12-3. Nolan Arenado will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the 6th.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. And that's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
To short, hit hard. Played on the backhand. And the catch is made, 1 away.
First baseman, number 10, Ben Paulson.
Ben Paulson ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Now here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Gaddis. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Here's a guy that kind of got called on early, but since coming on in the 5th, he's retired 5 in a row out of the bullpen.
Gerardo Parra will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Now here it comes. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys, top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Jose Reyes will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a looper to left. Gaddis is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs on no hits. 1 error in the inning, but a man left stranded. 7th inning coming up. Rockies lead this one 12-3. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Luis Valbuena is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And no, they can't get there. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the two-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. He's up to 82 now, so he's been able to keep that count fairly low and not run up too many high-stress innings.
Evan Gattis will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Softly hit here to the left side. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
He just did everything right here on the mound. He made the good pitch. He got his guy to hit the ball on the ground. But baseball's just a little bit like life. You know, things don't always go your way. This is going to be an infield single as he reaches here with one away.
Jason Castro will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his two trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runners on first with one down. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the seventh inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
A ball and two strikes. Here it is. Able to protect the plate with two strikes, and he'll see another one. Ready on 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed. Maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Here's the big first baseman, John Singleton, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Now 3-1, you can afford to look middle in and really turn on something if you get it.
First and second now, 1 man out. And the count will be full. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, that could have been the turning point right there. I mean, this is a spot where you at least got to put that ball in play. Now with 2 outs, that rally could go right down the tubes.
Preston Tucker will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 20, Preston Tucker.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a 2-run triple.
Jose Altuve gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Has a look, now the pitch. And that's in there for strike one. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. And this one gets away. That could be a run. It is.
And if anyone was left wondering whether or not it was smart to try to go for that triple with 2 away, there's your answer. Next man up, wild pitch, bang, there's your run.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Line drive to left. And he will reach up to make the catch. Oh, what a play that time, as that ball had extra bases written all over it. But with that catch, the inning is over. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors and no one left on base. Stretch time coming up here in Denver. It's the Rockies 12 and the Astros 6. Luke Gregerson will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Tom Murphy stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Springer is under it to tuck this one away, and it's a 1-pitch out to begin the home half of the 7th.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Gregor Blanco will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 14, Gregor Blanco.
Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. This crowd, not a huge one strictly in terms of numbers, has definitely had plenty to cheer about.
Yeah, they have been a very vocal bunch, that's for sure. These are the true fans out there on a night like this.
Slapped hard the opposite way and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
Oh, and this ball's center cut right here. Got it right on the barrel. He just drills it into left field for a 1-out single.
DJ LeMahieu will stand in. He flew out his last time up. High in the air out to center field. Gomez on the run. 2 gone.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Coming to the plate now, Charlie Blackmon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Now the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 2 out with the man at first. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Colorado. They lead it, though, by a count of 12-6. David Hale will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
David Hale.
Leading off the inning, Carlos Gomez.
Leading off for Houston,
And they'll need him to get
center
something
fielder,
going here.
Carlos Gomez.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here comes the 1-0. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now.
He's looking like he's a little too amped up out there. He's got to channel that a little more because that pitch wasn't that close.
Outside, 3-0 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
That one's in there, 3-1. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
A pretty good swing
Up
there.
next for the Astros,
You'll watch. Head
Shortstop,
stays down,
Carlos
ball gets deep in the
Correa.
zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Here's Carlos Correa now as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And 2, here it comes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. LeMahieu's got it. Reyes. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
the right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
George Springer strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Ground ball right side. Oh, and he nonchalanted that one as it costs him and goes right by him. The throw pulls him off the bag.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Here's Luis Valbuena now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one.
If you're hitting left-handed, all you can really do is just kind of quit on that pitch and hope it doesn't find the outside corner.
Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. So a 3-run shot to right center field, and just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game. So that long ball has taken him one away from the century mark in home runs for his career. Not a major milestone, but a pretty impressive number nonetheless.
Yeah, good for him. He's really shown some solid power so far in his career, and he's about to reach a milestone that quite a few major league hitters never reach. I'll tell you what, I'd like to take another look at where this thing comes down. There are not too many guys that are going to get out to that area. That's about the 460 range. That's one of the furthest we're going to see all year.
Evan Gaddis now standing in as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. To short. In time to first, and there are two away.
The batter, number 15, catcher Jason Castro.
Jason Castro will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Rockies 12 and the Astros 9. Stepping in, Carlos Gonzalez. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Well, just looked like he pulled across that slider a little too much. Might have tried to overthrow it.
Hit hard, but right into the shift. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The batter, number 28, third baseman,
Nolan Arenado will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Drilled right back up the middle. Step on the bag for one. On to first to complete the double play.
This is a nice play up the middle. You can see this ball takes the shortstop right to the bag, so we'll just step on second and fire on to first for the double play.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the box now, Ben Paulson. And here's a ball hit in the air. Valbuena ranging into the outfield, and the inning is over. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We've played 8 full. Rockies lead it 12-9. A look there at the Daniels and Fisher Tower here in the Mile High City as we welcome you back to what remains of this one from Coors Field. Striding in to start the 9th, John Singleton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Here it comes. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Oh and 1, here it comes. And it's quickly 0 and 2. Ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His 3rd strikeout in the game. And I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beat. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach there.
Matt Duffy will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Jake McGee is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Jake McGee.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit. I just don't get it.
Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
McGee's ready, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1 and 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I'm still not totally sure why you let him swing the bat there. It almost seems like they're waving a white flag. I just don't get it.
Jose Altuve comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 outs here in the 9th.
You know what? Let's see what kind of fight this team has right now. You've got to get on base right here, and then there might be a glimmer of hope for you.
And now a pitch on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
2 out, nobody on. Now here's a swing and a miss, and the Astros are down to their final strike now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Now this small but vocal crowd come to their feet. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for a hit.
And you just had the feeling that even though they were down to their final strike, they were not going to go down easily. And now they're going to keep this game alive for at least one more batter.
Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Gomez. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Has him down to their final strike. Here it comes. Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Struck him out. Houston, good night.
Yeah, and with that, you already guarantee yourself no worse than a split in this quick 2-game series as they take the victory here in the opener.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Rockies come out on top 12-9. Good night from Denver.